Hey, what's up YouTube? Pastor Matt back here. I mentioned in a previous video that I'm back working on some Jonathan Edwards stuff. May have an announcement in the weeks to come, not quite yet, but I have been doing a lot of Jonathan Edwards research, particularly in the area of his personal writings. And so I was pretty excited to be able to get used a couple of these Yale editions of Edwards' works. Now, you probably already know that you can get it all free on edwards.yale.edu, but it is nice to have the books in your hands. The problem with the Yale series of Edwards works, and there's 26 printed volumes, 70 some, including the digital volumes that are digital only. The problem, of course, is that they are so expensive. Some of them are literally $100 or more, $150 in some cases. So I was talking to another Edwards scholar. His name is Tony Walker. He is a wonderful young pastor, loves Jonathan Edwards, and he tweeted out his collection of Yale editions of Edwards, and I was extremely impressed at how in the world he got so many volumes, given that they're so expensive. And what he told me is that he has this system, it's really ingenious, where he Googles the ISBN number essentially every day of every volume, and somewhere around the world, one of them is going to come up for far, far cheaper than the 100+ sticker price. So thanks to Tony Walker for sharing your system and some links to get these. But I wanted to introduce some viewers to a couple of the works of Jonathan Edwards. This one right here, I cannot wait to dig into this. You've probably heard that Jonathan Edwards has over 1,400 of what are called the Miscellanies. These would be his notebook entries on all kinds of topics, various topics, theological, biblical, philosophical, personal. And I got this first volume of collection of Miscellanies labeled A through 502. He started off with an alphabetical ordering system and then moved to a numerical system when he realized how hard it would be to keep up an alphabetical system. But I can't wait to dig into this, and one of the things I recently discovered is just how young Edwards was when he began the Miscellanies, just 19 years old, while he was at his first pastorate in New York City, a place where he ministered for only a few months, had a wonderful time there while he was working on his master's degree. Very young pastor, but he began working on the Miscellanies system, and so I'm going to dig into Miscellanies A through 502. And then the other volume that I really needed for this research project, which hopefully I can say some more about in a little bit, is I needed to get this volume of his personal writings. Now in this volume right here, you can see this is a bit of a chunk of chocolate right here, pretty big volume. We have tons and tons of his letters. We also have his resolutions, his diary, and his personal narrative, which he wrote when he was 40 years old or so, looking back on his conversion and early Christian life. So I'm going to need this one because the project that I'm hopefully going to announce in a little bit has to do with the resolutions and the diary. So maybe I'll say more about that. But I did just want to maybe humble brag a little bit that I got these volumes pretty cheap, far cheaper than a $100 sticker price, thanks to Tony Walker's ingenious system. What I'm going to do is not only link you over to Amazon, where maybe you might be able to find a couple of these cheap as well, but I'll try to set up a link to Tony Walker's YouTube video where he discusses his system for getting the volumes. Okay, so thanks for checking in. Love you lots. Talk to you later.